And now for our feature presentation.
This is great because on the back it actually says this film is also known as
the I'll Watch It Later podcast.
You ever heard of that film?
And now, on with the show.
What are we doing? Oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to I'll Watch It Later podcast, the podcast where we lie about the movies we've seen. Press our friends. As always, I'm joined. My name is Aaron. And I'm joined
I thought he was going to say I'm Jordan.
I'm joined by people. Joined by my friends. At least I think they're my friends. I don't know. They don't treat me like friends. My bestest friend in the whole world, who's very mean to me on chat, but when we're in person, super nice, so I forgive it. Jordan.
Hi, everybody. I don't understand why he thinks
Every
that.
time he goes through this thing, all I picture is that the overly the girlfriend, you know, with the wide eyes, the bug eyes.
And
What are you doing? Huh?
Macho Man Randy Savage himself.
Yeah, back at it again.
Oh, God.
My brother-in-law, best friend, producer, guy who cannot wait to get out of my house.
Yep.
Scott.
Hit the curb running.
Well, I know. Oh, Sun game's over. Gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta not look at you anymore.
Aaron
I won't watch a movie.
Aaron
with
didn't
you.
want me to hang out because the only reason he invited me over was because he wanted the Suns to lose
Yeah,
so that
I
he could
know.
talk shit.
Yes,
And then once the game was over, I'm like, all right, Suns won. See you later.
that's fine.
Took away his power.
Took away his powers.
Still enjoy it.
Just like the other day when he texted
Being
me.
around.
So, do we rally the valley or what?
Yeah, he.
And I
I
said,
posted on Facebook.
and I
posted on
said-
Facebook.
and I said nothing.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Yeah, you don't give him the
okay.
power.
yeah,
and
I
it
don't
won't.
give you the power.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Suns
The
still
power
suck.
is
Like, that's
mine.
right. I guess we just don't talk to each other on here anymore.
Well, then I try to talk to you, and you're just mean. Because I make like a tiny joke, and you're like, hey, why don't you shut the fuck up? You're not funny. You're a piece of shit. Die. I'm like, okay.
He's actually reading it off his
Yeah,
phone. That's perfect.
exactly how it went.
Yeah.
I saw it.
100%.
How's
That's
my
how
phone
it
in the
happens.
kitchen?
I seen it.
You know.
He takes Kim to bring
He
my
wants
phone.
to. He wants to be friends,
You-
so I share my life with
You have
him.
the,
And
you have
the
the
second
TV on.
I
What do you need a phone for?
I need it for like informational purposes.
Jesus
I really
Christ.
do.
Aaron, it's his phone.
Ah, meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
God, it's gonna be so loud.
No, it's my microphone. It won't be.
Oh boy. All right. So, anyways, we've seen a lot. We've done a lot.
In 2 weeks.
Oh, we have a snack show 2.0.
We got some snacks to eat. We
Let's
got,
do it.
The leftover.
We'll go ahead and do that.
show, the leftovers.
This is what I'll do, so I can lean over.
On
All right, so
Sunday, we eat the leftovers. By the way, while Jordan's getting that all set up, if you are new here, if you're like, what the fuck is it I just walk into? You come from one of Jordan's other shows, one of his 1,800
again,
shows.
that's the other thing that was brought up.
Jordan's doing a stand-up.
He thought it was funny. Well, you know what? I figured because my boom arm doesn't go as far, I just want to make sure that I'm still on mic as I'm leaning over.
One of Jordan's 850 shows.
Yeah.
If you're coming here from there, thank you so much. Please go to iTunes, rate us 1 through 5, whatever you
Holy
feel like.
shit.
Leave a comment.
We don't have to eat all this right now.
We mingle the show sometimes, and the host from there sends us snacks.
So we've got a bit of a snack exchange going on with Erik Nagel, and a lot of the stuff we can't get on the West Coast, he'll send over to me. I'm actually got a box of stuff that I'm going to send over to him. And he has a listener that sent us a good amount of
all provided by me.
right. Canadian
those-
snacks. So we got
enjoy those
some
Burger
Canadian
King
Pringles
chips,
and
Erik.
Canadian Lays
I
and
can tell
Ruffles.
because they
and-
got the Toronto
Right.
Raptors logo on
exactly. Or, everything's in like French and
it.
English.
Aaron didn't know because he doesn't watch basketball.
I know who I have a Toronto Raptors gym.
I got a Toronto Raptors jersey. Manute Bol.
Was he on the Raptors?
No.
I was going to say. That's why you know it's a bootleg.
Dude, these ketchup chips look like fucking. There's a tomato and then a chip, and I'm just wondering if it tastes like a tomato chip. I'm
it.
excited.
Why not?
I love tomatoes.
So we're gonna probably try a few of these. There's like 5 or 6 bags.
Let's see if these
we can
taste
spread
like,
them out. I just figured
Toronto
because
Pringles and
because
tomatoes.
Erik tried them and opened them, and I know if we're gonna wait until a snack show to do this, they're gonna be stale.
Kind of
as
smell
all
like ketchup, actually.
Yeah.
It actually smells.
Oh, those are good. They taste like
They
those
almost smell
raspberry
barbecue
peach
to
rings
me.
that you
Without
find.
the chocolate.
It's like, thank you and burn the bridge at the same
No, I'm clearly joking. I don't care.
Because he's already got another box ready to go.
Dude, those are fucking fire.
You know what would make this better? If we all pretended to be Macho Man. I'm just kidding.
Such an asshole.
Oh my goodness.
These are good.
Those
I
are
had fun.
Those are
These
those
are really
five.
good.
It tastes like
'em.
ketchup.
I would eat the hell out of those.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
It actually
5
tastes
out
like
of 5.
ketchup. I'm surprised.
And it tastes like. It doesn't taste like. You know how like a lot of times it's like artificial, like it tastes like artificial ketchup. That tastes
It
like.
tastes like you put ketchup on it.
Yes, that's exactly what it tastes
But
like.
not like a high end ketchup, kind of like a Hunt's
or like the McDonald's ketchup, like
Yeah.
out of the
So
packet.
he got these from Canada?
These are from Canada.
Oh, so we can't get them here.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Obviously, they send us the bullshit.
None of the
Pringles.
yeah, that's what sucks. We don't get any
Fuck
good
you,
shit.
Pringles, or whatever, whoever owns you.
Nabisco.
Nabisco, you
son of a
fucking
bitch.
dick. Did you text her about my phone?
Yes.
Maybe she doesn't want to bring it.
She says she has a sleeping baby, and you're going to have to wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh damn. Okay. This one.
yeah.
This one is poutine flavored ruffles.
I'm
This
very
is the one I
excited
was
about
very
this.
Love poutine
Get
ruffles.
that hand back. Move that hand.
If this tastes like dog food meat,
It won't. You know why? Because
smells
it's
like
from Canada,
dude.
Although they have the most fascist prime minister of all time,
Of all time.
their
God,
snacks are
it
usually
smells like the fucking dog food.
It smells like brown gravy.
Oh, it smells like the dog
no,
Dude, sniff that back. It
Smell
smells
it.
like powdered brown gravy.
It smells like dog food.
I gotta go with dog food, but I'm excited about it. Anyways,
Tastes like onion brown gravy. Oh my
Okay.
god.
onion.
Yes.
Okay,
You're so good.
much better.
Dude,
the
these
smell.
are so good.
It does
These are
taste like
These are
it does
5.
taste like a diner onion brown gravy.
Yeah.
Dude, these are.
These are so good.
I can't get these here.
no. You
Tell
have
me-
to get them from poutine.
No, you get the dog food ones.
Did you say I have to get them from poutine?
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the bag. I'm like, you gotta get them from
Who
poutine.
sent you these?
I have to get his name. Tom from Alberta.
Tom from Alberta.
So I don't know if you're listening anymore. I know you're a big supporter of Eric's show. Tom from Alberta. These are fantastic.
Listen,
and I'll mention you on. Oh, I won't be there Thursday, but I'll bring it up. Thank you so much. These are great.
Can you send me about? I'll pay whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna get my address.
It's the official chip of the Toronto Raptors.
Can I keep these?
No.
What? Okay. I'll remember that. That's okay.
I blame Canada.
We'll see. These are good.
Yeah,
so good.
tastes nothing like they smell.
Poutine, eh?
Oh Jesus, it does say that. Was that Asian?
Those are a 5.
Those are really good.
Yeah. Okay, 2 for 2.
Right? God damn it, Canada.
Can only go down from here.
Wow.
I mean, we're the superior country. Why do we have inferior snacks?
Right. They're like, you don't care. It has a bunch of high glucose.
You like
corn
dog food?
I'm just trying to say words.
Dude, mozzarella and marinara.
Right.
Ruffles.
I'm expecting a lot of like basil and ketchup.
Well, if I recall, because I do listen to
The
the
smell-
show,
it does smell
he
like
didn't
sauce.
like those. He said it tasted like grossness.
Well, it smells like sauce. Like pasta sauce.
It doesn't really have a smell to me.
Dude, these aren't bad either.
Oh,
Canada's killing it, man. I know this is a impromptu snack show,
It
but
tastes like a fucking mozzarella stick.
I'm rinsing my mouth out here.
How'd they do that? You can literally.
They made them in Canada.
Oh God, it smells. It smells like a fucking mozzarella stick. It smells like that greasy fried bread.
Wait till you taste it.
But
It actually fucking tastes like it.
it tastes like a breaded cheese stick.
Yes.
How did they do that?
So between the two bags, we'll flip a coin or something. You'll keep one, I'll keep the other,
Okay.
just to make it fair. Because yeah,
Holy shit. I feel slighted now.
God damn it.
Is it okay? Like, we can move to Canada and still be Americans,
Well,
right?
yeah, but man,
I've been to Canada. I'm not moving to Canada.
you almost had him when you called it the Great White North, but then he realized it's Canada.
I was like, ooh. Well, never mind.
He's like a lot of. He's like a lot of my opinions will get me fired from the A's.
Wow. Wow.
Did you watch that video?
Which one?
It tastes like cheese. Like it tastes like.
It tastes like a mozzarella stick
Dude,
dipped
it's-
in fucking marinara.
It's so good.
Damn it. I'm actually upset.
There
about
has to
these.
be like a website we can go to.
I'm sure there.
These are all a 5. Like if we were doing a legit snack show, these would all get a 5.
This would be the greatest snack show ever.
Well, yeah.
What is this?
Like, we should just do
And
an
and the biggest snack
sour
show
cream
ever.
and bacon.
international snack show, but it's all Canada.
I'm gonna start by saying right now, if this is good, fuck you, Canada, because everything that we get bacon does not taste fucking good
Tastes
at
like
all.
bacon bits.
Right? Like the hard, crunchy ones. God damn it, these are... There's got to be a bad batch in this lot. Because we have hit 4s and 5s right off the bat.
Did you eat some of these?
Not yet.
These motherfuckers.
Are you serious?
Like, I could smell...
These
Holy
motherfuckers.
shit,
We're
dog.
going to have to fight for all these, aren't we?
No, but those are fucking good.
Dude,
Wait, Eric didn't like any of these?
Again, I think, like
These
I
are
said,
better than Arch. Dude, I'd be
like I said,
fatter
COVID
if I
really
lived in.
fucked up his
Oh,
palate.
yeah.
I want to know what restaurant you go to that you get bacon as a fucking side dish.
Yeah, right? I just want a plate of
A
bacon.
plate of bacon with a thing of dip.
That's a Canadian thing, apparently.
Apparently.
God damn it. Do bacon.
Are these from Canada as well?
All this shit's from Canada, man.
Bacon, eh?
You can tell because flavor is OURS and everything's in French. Yeah, everything we got was from Tom in Alberta.
God
Damn,
damn it.
those are good.
Oh.
5.
Why do we get fucking street taco that tastes like fucking canned dog food?
Here's the street taco they got.
Dude,
so
I
let's
swear
see.
to God, if this is fucking better, I'm chucking this bag across the fucking room.
Wait, let him have it first. Because we also got Nashville.
Oh, hot chicken.
So this one's the
And-
World of Flavors Savoie Taco.
Now, what I heard is like this is like their discount shop brand.
Oh.
Kind of like a Five Below or whatever. God. That sour cream and bacon is good. I really hate we did this. You're gearing up for good flavor. You put like 5 or 6 up there.
First
This
bad
is-
one?
It's good. It's not on the par of the other ones.
It smells like cumin. Like right off the bat, it's cumin.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, what information are you looking up right now? There's no information. You're just playing on your phone.
I was texting Cam.
Did she bring her phone in?
Huh?
Jesus Christ, where was I?
Basking in the marinara flavors of the
Yeah,
chip.
jerking myself over marinara chips.
These don't taste like street taco, but they're still better than anything here.
I don't even think they're supposed to be street taco. They're just taco. This tastes
They're
like
not terrible.
Tastes like the powder mix that you
I was
put on
just
the beef.
going to say, then it's the powder taco mix.
Yeah.
Which is
Not
still
a-
serviceable.
Not a bad thing at all.
I mean, you're following up, you're following up the fucking Eagles here, so it's like,
On a dark desert highway,
No, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Nick Foles wins the Super Bowl.
calm down, Aquafina. God.
I hate her.
Nashville hot. Mm-hmm. Smelled like nothing.
Yeah, I think Ruffles in Canada for some reason is better than Ruffles here. Because the Lay's flavors and the Ruffles flavors we get down here are not good.
Dude, those taco ones are really fucking good.
They're strong too.
That you know what that is? There should be hundreds of bags of those. They just took the taco seasoning, poured it in chips, and shook them up.
Yeah.
I'd eat the entire bag. They're 5.
So these got some heat on them. Not a
So
ton
they're
of
not
fl-
spicy then.
Not a ton of flavor.
So it's like regular Nashville hot chicken.
Kind of. It's a little bit of tangy. Like you taste the wing sauce.
Oh,
Out
Very,
of
very
everything we've had, these would be the last thing I'd reach for.
Oh yeah.
These just taste like regular spicy chips.
I don't know why they call it President's Choice. They don't have a president.
You better not agree with those truck people, or they'll cut off your funding. Make it force you to eat these chips.
These are okay.
Yeah, they're not
You're
terrible.
right. These are out of all of them. This is the worst, and it's still flavorful.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just not as good as
Which
other
depresses me.
shit we. And then there's the last one. Now we had a few other
Sweet
things that were sealed
And spicy ketchup.
that we'll have.
Miss Vicky, that's an American thing.
Right, but apparently Vicky in Canada is much better.
Yeah, you can only get spicy ketchup in Canada.
Ooh, kettle chip. Jordan's least favorite chip.
So apparently
Oh, they're great?
hers has sandwich and condiment line of chips. He already grabbed them for us. He's sending them on the next batch. So we'll probably have those before our next snack show.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna have a guys, the biggest snack show ever. It's so big we had to eat chips right now.
Huge.
That's what it is. Too big.
Gigantic.
Oh my God. Have you tried these?
Not yet. I haven't tried anything.
Oh, so good.
Dude, I almost
These are better than
tried-
Pringles.
Yeah. And I like the Pringles.
Very sweet on the first bite.
Bro.
Very vinegary.
But it tastes like sweet and spicy ketchup.
Yes.
God damn it.
It's so good.
Guys. Crafted in Canada.
That's fucking
Sons of
crazy.
bitches.
Oh, Canada.
My
new home and
and
native
native land.
God damn it. Fuck bugles. I don't want to talk about this shit.
No, we have to eat the dog food bugles next
another
week.
cinnamon toast crunch.
Right?
Get over it.
They're like, what do people like? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Everything Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Everything else.
All those Americans.
Canada's
Fucking Americans love
All right.
dirt, love cinnamon toast crunch.
Well, that was delicious.
Well.
that was a fun little jaunt across the provinces. I loved every one of those.
Little hop across the pond to
There's no pond.
There's no pond. It's not
the Great Lakes.
only fucking. It's the first saying that came into my head.
He's paddling across Lake Ontario.
Maybe you go across the
Was it
What?
Michigan, Ontario, one of the Great Lakes?
St. Lawrence.
Oh, that's true. I've been to.
That's
I've,
kind of a pond.
I've been to Toronto. I've been to like Niagara. I went to the other side where their Wendy's has a maple leaf for the apostrophe. It was still Wendy's.
Posers.
I know, right?
You been to Canada?
La Wendy's.
I have family in Canada.
I know, but I never knew you'd been there.
Many times.
I've been out of the country once, and that was to go to
I've
Afghanistan.
driven across that giant green bridge over the St. Lawrence Seaway right into Canada.
Yeah, I think the bridge that I crossed when I went from Niagara, you can walk across, and it was called the Rainbow Bridge. And then I remember coming back, and the guy.
That's what the
So
dogs cross.
walking
dogs.
walking
I was
into
just
Canada.
gonna say.
This is after 9/11, so I mean things were a little more heightened. But going into Canada, they couldn't have been better. Like I'm not trying to knock on anybody, but I walked across, no issues, got
happened
in,
on 9/11?
went and stuff like that.
They're like, you want a beer, eh?
They were so cool. Coming back, I got so much shit from the fucking customs dude. I'm like, dude, I fucking live here. Just let me come back in my country. Why are you here? I'm like,
I live here.
I wanted to go to Wendy's across the fucking
Oh, you
bridge
went
and
to
see
Wendy's?
Niagara from the other side.
Sir,
You
I'm going to need
asshole,
you to step over here.
dude. So many,
Bend-
was
bend
there
over.
Wendy's Superior?
so many fingers. I don't remember.
Spread
It was,
your butt
this was
cheeks.
back in like 2000.
Check you for drugs.
2007.
Oh, because you said 9/11.
It was after.
It was 9/11 in the morning.
It was 9 a.m.
It's hard to get back.
1999.
It's hard to
Yeah.
get back at lunchtime.
Saw the Nikola Tesla Museum. Saw the falls, and then I was like, "Let's go to Canada."
Jordan's like,
Is Musk there?
hello, U.S., can I get back in? They're like, we're on lunch.
Right?
What do you think? We have a full fucking staff here?
Jesus.
We're on lunch. You're going to have to wait.
Some
guy was
stay in
just like-
Canada.
Bald eagles attack.
They're on strike. It's part of the unions.
Do you really want to taste it?
I fucking love that movie.
Show.
I mean,
Speaking of James Gunn, we did see some movies this week. This is a movie show. That was Snack Show
yeah.
Leftovers.
So thank you, Eric.
Thank you so much,
Tom
Eric.
and Alberta. That was fucking fantastic.
And thanks for listening to the show, Eric. I appreciate it if you listen to this one.
You won't.
Oh, well, that's fine.
He doesn't know we're eating these yet.
You didn't just tell him?
I'll tell him in a little bit.
God, they were so good.
These were great.
They were orgasmically good.
Cut
A
that.
lot of good ones.
I'm not kidding.
Aaron's eyes rolled in the back of his head.
Dude, the ketchup ones are so fucking good.
We had
People
fucking-
who are like, I hate ketchup.
We had a
It's so
silent
stupid.
Harry Met Sally.
I need to go get. Yeah, I'll have what he's having.
There has to be a
I need to
Canada
get
store.
those like.
a Canada store. Is that what you just said? There has to be a Canada store?
Well, like how we have like the Daiso down in like Chandler, where it's
Yeah.
like the Japanese shop. We have like that whole area of Asian places. There's got to be a Canada store, right?
Do you think Canada sells Canada Dry? Or is that like...
Better-
like
they just
they're
call it
like,
dry
no.
there.
They're like, no, that's not even...
I always love that.
That's not even a thing.
Do you think they
here.
have Chinese food in China? They
just call it
it food.
Can we get some dry soda? Oh, you mean Canada Dry? No, it's just dry here.
We just call it dry soda.
It's just water. Eh?
I'm not seeing anything.
We'll look
you
at
type? What'd you
Galactic
Google?
Snacks
Canada
or something
store?
Near me. Near me.
like that. Canada stores near me. What? Anyway, movies. We saw some. We did some things.
Oh, yeah. And just
A lot of stuff going on
14
this
seconds before we get out of the snack portion. These Liquid Death iced teas are the greatest things ever.
Bro, they are so,
so
good.
good.
I
Fuck you,
love the
Canada.
peach ones. Oh, guess where I went today, real quick?
Canada store?
Air Guitar. Remember that one play? That
Oh, yeah.
dude, they stepped up their game. They have
one in
way
Gilbert?
more stuff. Yeah, so they have all the Liquid Deaths. They have these jars of lemonade I'm going to get for the next snack show. In fact, I have a jar of it.
Sweet lemonade.
And they have all kinds of cool stuff. So they have this lemonade. I have this jar. I want to bring this
Looks like
to
moonshine.
the next snack show.
You
Yeah,
sent that to
Did
them
I?
before us?
no, I have it
Oh, okay.
for our
You bought
snack
it.
show. I'm gonna go buy another one to send to Eric.
Okay.
But like they're Arizona snacks, and then they
Did
have.
That's the place with the cotton candy
I would-
burrito.
I was just
yeah,
gonna
which
say.
by the way, I'm gonna make my daughter eat for her birthday in June. I'm gonna be like, I want to spend the $12. I want to see you do it, but I want to see it.
I mean, if you guys are down,
all
I'll
kinds
get
of
it for the snack
popcorns.
show. Yeah, they had that with us.
Okay, but like they have all kinds of cool snacks. I'm gonna grab some more local shit. Just
Yeah, because we went that one time and they had nothing.
they were open maybe 3 weeks, so I think they were kind of new.
we could go back.
It's been about a year because they put a Matt's Big Breakfast over there. and stuff like that.
I
Yeah,
fucking love Matt's Big
dude,
Breakfast.
it was fucking gross,
what?
dude. It was so bad.
Really?
I hated
How
my breakfast.
how early or
I was
how
there,
long
like-
have they been open for?
I don't
should
know.
say.
I was just there this.
I don't think it matters.
I've been to
I've been to the one in Scottsdale.
I was gonna say I've been to the
Fucking
original
awesome.
one. I've been to the one in the airport, and I've been to the one in Tempe, and they've all been bangers. I'm just wondering if it's a new location issue.
I don't know, but
It's
it
breakfast.
was
How do you
weird.
fuck
What'd you
breakfast
get?
up,
Like,
man?
why are my hash browns a giant square? They were overcooked. They have a green tint to them. They
Oh,
were
it's because they're bad.
and they were not good. And then
If you have to excuse yourself to go,
like, look, that's pork, I guess, and it was bland.
Why
It
did
was
you
like
send
a
me
breakfast
that?
hash. Why did I send you?
I didn't.
did you order the vegan
You don't
plate?
talk to us anymore.
There's green on that plate.
I didn't even know you went to Matt's Big Breakfast.
Yeah, I met my sister.
He's like,
She's
oh,
in town.
the vegan plate.
My
No seasoning,
celebrating
please.
my grandma's birthday tomorrow, so,
So-
we have people in town.
So you want to do that for the next snack show
Celebrate his grandma's birthday?
at Red Robin?
She'll never listen.
No. Do you want me to go get the fucking cotton candy burrito?
I mean, if you want.
Does it have ice cream in it though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say
Yeah,
I don't think we should do
no,
that.
I think it's one of those things you got to eat it right away because if the ice cream starts to melt, the cotton candy melts.
right.
Right.
And then you just got a big
No,
fucking
we'll just
glob
we'll
of
just go
nothing.
there and we'll do like a TikTok or something like that, and we'll just fucking get sick on
Where you fucking dance like Jackson Holmes in jail.
in handcuffs.
All right.
Anyway,
so
let's get back
anyways,
to movies.
well, we saw a lot of shit.
We
so this is gonna be a long show.
Hey, let's go with the quickest option. Scott, did you watch anything this week?
No.
2 weeks?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Okay, we had our movie.
I watched our movie.
Okay.
I watched Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Which we will get to. in a
And then
minute.
I rewatched Major League because I was just feeling baseball, man.
Dude, I get it because
Suck its dick
Major
already.
League is one of the greatest baseball movies ever.
I've never
this,
seen it.
TikTok fucks me up
Fuck
because
off.
all
I'm
they've been doing, TikTok has been
I was ready
doing
to fight you right there.
right where they just show movies and bits. And I sat there and I must have watched the entire Draft Day movie in TikTok
yeah.
form.
What?
I don't know. And then
saw that
I,
in the theater.
and
It's
then I
like-
watched The Blind Side the same way.
But the problem is that it always starts you at like part 6.
Right.
And then you have to fucking go
so
to the
I
page.
go to their page and I go back to
Just
the
watch.
first one. So I'm watching fucking Kevin Costner trying to deal for Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, but it's Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, and it's just I was laughing so hard. I'm like, why am I watching Draft Day through TikTok?
Yeah.
And then I did the same thing with Blindside, and I'm just like, okay. And you ever notice that like it's always backwards? Like they always like so you're watching it, but like they'll show words and the words are backwards. I'm like, oh, flip the image.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at some point, I'm
Because
just
I
gonna, I'm
think
just gonna
it's-
stop doing that and go watch the movie.
I think
think
they just
that's how they-
record the TV.
No,
and
I
then
think
they're like,
I think it's how they get around
maybe
copyright.
copywriting or something.
Because like if you watch like TVs and shows and stuff, they'll mess with like the coloring and
the aspect
and,
ratio,
and the
and
voices.
some of them do the voices like it's
Yeah.
very.
That's how I
high-pitched.
do my TikToks when I post I post my schlong and stuff. I do it on a phone in the
Yeah.
distance
Yep.
so that I can get by all of the copyright.
Well, it's
stuff.
very tiny.
The,
so
cock,
they
the
need
cocky
to-
right.
No, it's like it's an iPad.
He thinks the bigger screen is the bigger dick.
Yeah, I need the iMac.
So you watched Major League.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that one?
Still fucking, still great. Even though, dude, it's like it's such just a baseball movie, man. If you're just into inner city baseball, I mean, it's a great fucking movie, man.
Inner
so
city.
many, well, because it's like downtown, like it's city baseball, like
You weren't
'cause-
watching Hardball with Keanu Reeves.
No,
okay?
most
inner
stadiums
city.
most
Mighty Ducks of
stadiums
baseball.
are downtown in the city, and it gives you a totally different vibe when you're going to like baseball games.
Is it weird because like I was watching
Sorry, it was downtown.
we know. God, see, you just threw me off.
Sorry.
I can't think of the title
All I can
now.
think of
Then-
is Costanza.
Where the kid breaks
Then
his arm.
Brittany Murphy hung herself.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't that in that? Wasn't that in that movie with Angelina Jolie? Wasn't that the song that was playing when she hung herself?
Downtown.
Downtown. I don't know.
I mean,
Only
I don't
thing
know,
I
maybe.
think of is
Anyway.
Seinfeld.
Or
Every
maybe
time
it
I
was
see
end
like
end of the world or something. I don't.
every time I
can't
see
remember.
people like going to like baseball games in Chicago, I'm like, oh, so you can just get off a subway and like you're
just
walking,
roll out.
you're walking in. I'm not paying $50 in parking to be in fucking Phoenix. Fuck you.
I know, right?
God, it's not even a good stadium anymore.
For which one? The Bob?
Yeah.
Bank One Ballpark. It's not
not
called
even
Chase
that anymore.
Field. Chase Field.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like some any casino name now or
Anyway,
something.
who cares? Nobody wants to listen to us talk about baseball.
I was gonna say, aren't we going? Like end of
Yeah.
June, end of
Yeah,
June?
yeah.
Okay.
See the Braves
Yep,
lose.
name
I'm
3
sure.
Braves players.
I'll know them by
Come
the
at us,
time.
Braves.
I'll know them by the time we go.
He's like, I'll study it.
I'll
Nah,
memorize.
still a solid movie, man. It's great.
I like
great
that
fucking movie.
I forget what
Give
was
him the
it?
heater, Ricky.
What was the movie we saw where I'm trying to think?
The
Someone
Natural.
got killed at the beginning of the movie at like a train yard. The actor that got killed at the beginning of the train yard was the
Oh.
coach in
Oh.
Major League.
You picked it for the show. You picked it.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we
I
did this
can't-
too long. I can't remember the
We've been
title.
doing this a long time. All 8 men out.
Was it 8 Men Out? Yes. No.
Yeah.
That was this one he picked.
Oh well, it was either 8 men out or you picked. Which one did you
No,
pick?
he picked
I
the
picked
black
the
and white,
old ass one
old
with, like,
Babe
I
Babe
thought that
Ruth.
was the.
No.
It wasn't the Babe Ruth one.
No.
So then it was 8 men out.
Must have been then. But yeah, there was someone at the beginning that got killed at the train yard or something like that. That was it was the coach off Major League, and I'm like, that's cool.
You
I
picked
saw him in something
Mr.
else.
Baseball
I love Mr. Baseball.
with Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
God, I'll watch that tonight.
I don't even remember what the fucking name of the movie was I picked.
It wasn't that great.
It was good.
So Jordan and I watched Renfield, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm
Well,
honest.
why would we? It's a movie show.
No, I'm just saying we have a lot of movies to talk about.
Just brush over it, Bob Ross.
Well,
Let's go.
here's the thing.
Paint some
gla-
happy little pictures. Let's go.
I'm kind of glad we didn't see it in theaters because
Really?
I know you liked it.
I did. I did enjoy it.
Okay, I just thought it was the most subpar thing to ever exist. I wanted it to be good. I wanted to love it, but it didn't hit the right notes for me. Like I said, like I told you today, I wanted more Nicolas Cage. I
Yes.
think that he
No
was
ketchup flavored chip. for
right.
Sure.
It was definitely no ketchup. It was definitely
It's not
cinnamon
the
toast
president's
crunch.
choice. It's the bugles, cinnamon toast bugles of movies.
I wanted more Nicolas Cage. I wanted more interaction between him and Holt. Holt wanting to be a fucking go off on his own, not want to be with Dracula anymore. It was such a boring storyline, and I knew that's what it was gonna be, but I didn't realize they were gonna focus so much on it.
Oh,
And
the
he's
whole
like,
movie.
I gotta wear pastels and colorful and clean my apartment. And I'm in love with Aquafina. No one's in love with Aquafina. Okay,
That's true.
No one.
I don't get it. It's the same as trying to make Michelle Rodriguez the love interest of Fast and Furious. I don't see it.
No, and
At all.
And she's
She was fine in
Serviceable.
Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah.
Well, we'll get
She,
to.
she kind of fit in that movie.
And she's serviceable, but the story. Oh, my dad died. I want to find the
Right.
gangsters who did. It
Way
just-
to make that like a storyline, but not really focus on it.
it was
Like
yeah.
legit, like my dad got killed by these gangsters. My sister's in the FBI. All this stuff. But I feel like you could have just
movie.
in a 90-minute vampire movie. Like,
Jesus.
It's barely a vampire movie.
dude, it's funny though. Like there are
It
parts
is
that are
funny.
really funny, and it's bloodier than I thought it was gonna be. There's one part where they're fighting people, and there's these guys in like full tactical riot gear, and dude rips his face off, rips the mask, but rips his face off too, and the guy's just like and his eye. So funny,
But it's
dude.
so over the top.
I was gonna
gory.
watch it. It was just like I just wasn't in the right headspace, man.
I mean, if you like old '90s things, but to me, this felt like it would have been like a straight to DVD thing back in the '90s or something. I don't know, man. It just
seen plenty of those.
it did not did not hit for me.
Female too, got it.
I overall enjoyed it, but it's just not. It just wasn't maybe what I wanted more. And Ben Schwartz is just annoying.
I don't think he needs to be in that kind of a role.
Be Sonic.
Like he
and
was supposed to. Like
leave
they
everyone
were,
alone.
They were making him like the I can't kill anybody, but I'm in the gang because my mom's like the mob boss and all that stuff. And way to make like her the most Indian person in the world, and this dude is a white Jew.
Right.
Like you're not his son. Like you're not her son. Like why? What?
See,
This is the
way you're-
weirdest
The way
casting.
you're describing this to me is
Dude, you watch
so
it.
far off of what I thought this movie was.
I think that's where I like the first 10 minutes of it is great.
Yeah.
Once,
The interaction between him and Dracula is fantastic. Like,
yes, and I thought that was the whole movie, and it's not.
That's
It's
kind of what
not.
you see in the previews, and now you're talking like mobs and like
yeah,
Yes.
There is
crime rings. And
There's a scene where like all the B-level fucking crime guys come out, and they're all familiars now, and they all have the yellow eyes.
oh god, yeah.
And I was just like, God, this is fucking lame, dude.
It's
and
like a
I was
superhero movie.
Yeah, and I was just like, just give me more Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
Because like the
Fuck.
funny thing about Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Holt is that it's a very codependent relationship, which
Yes.
they bring up so many fucking times.
Right.
But it's funny because, like, at the beginning, it takes place, like, they superimpose Nicolas Cage's Dracula into the old Dracula. So, like, they
Bela
make it look like the
Lugosi's.
old Dracula, and then they kind of update it, and they see, like, oh no, he's captured, and then he helps him and stuff like that, but he gets burned up. And then, like, later on in the movie, he's trying to get his strength back. So, like, throughout the first 30, 40 minutes of the movie, when you get to see Dracula and him interact, Dracula is at different stages of healing. So at one point, he's all burnt up and like a skeleton and gross. And then other parts, he's got face, like skin melting off his face and his ears coming off. He's like, what? I can't hear you. And then, like, his ears like coming off. It's the best fucking interaction. And like, if the movie was that the whole time, this would have been much, much better.
Yeah.
Throwing in the mob in Louisiana has complete control over the fucking city of Louisiana.
You're making all my points for me,
Everything.
so
No,
I
I
appreciate
understand.
that.
I understand. And I enjoyed the movie.
I'm glad.
But I also know that it's not perfect.
Yeah.
When I watched it, I was laughing and I was having a good time. I think I like the gore and the craziness
Yeah.
and just the over-the-top nature of all of it. I mean, like, there's so much blood.
Give me 90.
So much blood.
The whole premise is he gets burned up, and they have to move to a new city, and they have to find him like
People to eat.
so he can heal. Give me 90 minutes of that.
Of him just trying to stalk people and
Yeah.
like the silliness.
Don't give me 90 minutes. Don't put in a fucking story about the gangs. and
At one
fucking-
part, he's like, bring me a bus full of cheerleaders. Bring me some fucking nuns. So then, like, Renfield's sitting in a bar, like, waiting, and then all of a sudden, like, there's nuns at another table. And he's like, oh, shit, I got to go get these people. don't I?"
Tourist nuns
And then,
and-
like, all of a sudden, there's a bus full of, like, cheerleaders. He's like, God damn it. But, like, at one point, he's like, bring me a bus full of cheerleaders. And then Nicholas Holt's like, female or male cheerleaders. He's like, why do you got to make it sexual? It's not sexual. It's about nourishment. It's not about sex. And I'm just like laughing
Female.
so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so funny. Like, their interaction is great. And at one point, Dracula and him are talking, and he's turning it around on Renfield, where he could literally just kill Renfield, but he goes, no, you're here because you're an asshole. And this and like that. And it's like, he's like totally gaslighting him in such a great way.
It was
It's
that,
so funny.
all
And
of that was a 10. The rest of the movie was a 1. And you kind of have to like juggle it. So make another one, but just make it between the relationship, You can even go back in time if you had to.
Like a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Like Pope's Exorcist, which me and Jordan watched.
Yeah, we watched a lot. So, yeah, I mean, it's fun. What are we, 1 through 5? 2.5. Like, it's a fun movie. Watch it. You're right. I kind of think going to the theater would have made me mad, especially since the only showings were like past 10 o'clock, and I was like, not in the mood.
Right.
So I'm glad I watched it at home. I had a fun time, but it's just a middle ground movie. It
Yeah.
sucks that it's just gonna disappear. Like,
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
It did terrible in the box office. You're either gonna love it or hate it, which I could already tell in Letterboxd when you go there and rate it. It's just like Jordan loved it. I was just indifferent about it. Like, didn't hate it, didn't love it. Like, it's not you'll never see it on the show. Like, never.
Bullshit.
I swear.
Fucking bullshit.
So no,
I've seen
because
the
there's
things
no
on-
room on the shelves. So
The R's are covered.
Wait till the group chat, guys.
Guys,
Did
I got the-
Did you see the limited 4K release of
4K.
Redfield?
It's got
Look at this.
Dracula's teeth in it. I can put him in my mouth.
Pretty fucking dope.
it literally like Nicolas Cage breathed in the box.
It comes with a tiny brick of concrete. It supposedly has Dracula's finger in
This
it.
thing comes with a bloody crucifix, man. I pre-ordered it.
It
2 weeks
has
ago.
bugs you can literally
Bugs
eat.
you can eat.
Yeah. So Jordan
That
and
was
I.
fun.
Yeah, Jordan and I watched The Pope's Exorcist, which I think is another movie we're kind of split on. I absolutely loved it, which it was crazy to me because
He was
I went in
against watching it all week. He, in fact, gave me shit like, I've got to watch your fucking movie. I was like, what movie are you talking about? Pope's Exorcist. I was like, I told you I was going to watch it. I'm not saying you had to watch it.
I want to be
He's
on
like,
the
I'll
same
fucking watch it.
page when we watch films, and I just happened to have time yesterday, so threw it on. And my biggest thing ever in the whole world is when the motherfucking demon gets inside of a person and then all of a sudden becomes a superhero, and you're like, well, if that was the case, why didn't you just take over the world 800 years ago before technology existed, you fucking asshole? But the cool thing is that's not what happens in this movie. So it's more Russell Crowe has to fist fight what I thought was Satan, but you find out it's not. Yeah. And he I thought Russell Crowe was just excellent in it.
He was
Like,
great,
he was
right?
Fun, and everything
Like,
was.
he's just going to be an Italian the whole time. That's kind of fun.
I like that, and then I like
Good thing I
the
put the subtitles on because I would have never understood
Right.
the movie.
and there's a part at the beginning, like first 5 minutes of the movie, where he's like tempting the demon, like you can't possess that pig. And he's like, well, you want to bet?
So
and it was then he kills the
I
pig.
guess this is based off a true story. Like this dude is the exorcist. He's performed, I guess, over 100,000 exorcisms, and he's written books. He's done articles, and they show him at the end of the movie in the credits and stuff like that. So they kind of show that he's more down to earth, more grounded. He makes jokes. He's very jovial in what he does. He rides a fucking Vespa. He drinks whiskey. Like he's a cool priest, not a rapey priest, like 90% of the bastards. And so he's in this small town. He didn't get permission from the Vatican or anybody else to do this exorcism. He goes to this town, and he performs an exorcism. He's there to perform an exorcism on the guy who says he's possessed by the devil. Well, then he's like, well, if you're the devil, what's my name? And then devil's like, oh, I'm not going to tell you. Oh. And he's like, no, okay, fine. I bet you can't possess this pig. You think you're so fucking cool as the devil.
What song did they sing to me on my birthday?
Sympathy for the devil. Fuck.
Happy birthday.
Fuck. Damn it. So then, like, he does all these things, and then he's like, okay, well, then possess this pig. And the guy's like, okay, well, and then he passes out, and then fucking they shoot the pig in the head with a shotgun, blow his brains out. And he's like, he's good. And the idea is that that guy wasn't possessed. He was having a mental breakdown, and he convinced him through conversation that now his demons are away. So he's very skeptical in one side, but he also believes in evil.
So he's Dr. Phil.
He's great. And, right. All right, buddy.
Why don't you go ahead and possess that pig?
I bet you can't possess that pig. Older.
You know, for the rest of the show, we're just going
to be Dr. Phil.
Don't run that bit.
Don't run that. But that's kind of how it starts off. It's good, and then it kind of goes into more of like, okay, then he gets in trouble. He shouldn't have done this. And then you meet the family of the typical family. Oh, the husband died. We inherited a church that we're going to redo. You got the kid who won't talk because he was traumatized. Good for you. And then
he saw his dad die.
Oh, fuck him. Who cares?
Dude, the soundtrack though was pretty on point.
Right. It's like 80s fucking, what was it? Blue Oyster Cult and all
that
this
song
shit.
from fucking Guardians. I Don't Care song or whatever it was when they go to that planet. Played during the Pope's exorcism. I was like, whoa.
It's like, ooh, they tied it in. Good
yeah,
job.
I was very excited. And then, kid gets possessed, and he's like, bring me the priest.
That's not even that. Like he's like hugging his mom, and he's like, and he's being a devil, and he's hugging his mom, and the mom pulls back, and the little kid, probably, 12?
Yeah.
Full-on cupping his mom's boob. I'm like, man, he got to feel a mama. And then she slaps him. She's like, what are you doing? He goes, give me milk. You never breastfed me.
Is
And
this like a comedy?
No, but you could be.
Really?
Dude,
yeah,
because that part is funny.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Everything you're describing sounds almost like what you're describing with
Like
Renfield.
Dracula the Dead
like
loving
it's
it.
kind of just like this like
No.
satirical.
No. Renfield is over the top. The Pope's Exorcist tries to ground itself in reality. It eventually comes into like one like serious thing. He meets with his other priest, and they kind of like tag team this kid, but his other priest has his own. No, tag team exorcising this kid.
Tag Teaming Kids is the title of the show.
No, but he has his own. Like the other priest has his own demon he has to fight, and then they solve the mystery. It's like Scooby-Doo.
Is personal demons. Like he had sex with a woman that he never married.
Right.
And then your Father Amorth, who is Russell Crowe, he
was in the war.
He was in the war, Spanish War, or whatever. And then like he was going to perform an exorcism on a woman. He thought it was above his fucking. He was too prideful, and then she ended up killing herself. So that's why he does what he does, and. So it was like the demon was making them relive those and seeing the women that they've hurt. And
there's a boob monster at the end. It's awesome.
It's a big dick monster, boob monster. It was great. It's part of the giant body part monster. Fucking.
They should
do a
They should make
universe.
a body part monster universe where the dick monster from Beau is Afraid and the boob monster fucking. It's just a chick who's covered in blood, naked. They fight or something, or they get together and kill people.
Right. But I mean,
like Freddy versus Jason.
Like, are you the gatekeeper?
Right.
It's not Ghostbusters.
See, my thing is like I look at these movies and I guess. And I said this to you earlier. I don't have enough like of that religious trauma in my life. Like I was never raised in like a church. I'm not Catholic. I don't think
so. Raped.
I was never raped in a church. So like a lot of that stuff where I think I would probably associate with okay, that's really cool or this. I don't feel that. And for me, this movie wasn't scary in any way.
I was brought up in the Catholic Church, so it'd be interesting for me to watch it to see because I don't know.
because a
We
lot
all
of
know
it.
I don't have any feelings. So.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna laugh by yourself. You might actually, but like a lot of it deals with like not only just the demon itself possessing this boy, but the lengths that the church went to hide this particular incident in the past,
that's
and
probably
why
going
the
on
demon. Well, that's what I'm saying.
thousands
Like,
of years.
well, and then okay, so and this is the fun part about it, which is I'd watch another one.
Me too.
They set it up as this universe that they can spin off other movies from
Yeah.
because they find a map that shows all these consecrated evil sites that the church covered up.
This is fucking Uncharted.
Yes.
Yes.
So they find this map underneath the church.
I'm telling you, it's a cool movie.
It's cool. I wasn't as impressed. I wanted it to be scary, and it
Oh,
wasn't.
I wasn't scared at all.
Not at all.
Not even
like
a little
zero.
bit.
Like the content was cool. I
Kid
think I
pulls
was
up his shirt that
expect-
says hate on it. I'm
But
like,
I don't
that's
think
a cool
any of
tattoo.
that's scary.
You
I mean,
love
I
and
mean,
hate on his
if-
knuckles.
If you go back and watch the original Exorcist, the original Exorcist is really not scary.
No, I don't even like that.
I wasn't expecting it
Yeah.
to be scary. I just had a really good time watching it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I didn't hate it.
There wasn't, but and what you say about religious trauma is,
Hate.
Then
we're gonna rate it.
That's how we're
Love.
gonna. That's how we're gonna rate our movies now.
Bare stomachs.
No, but like I find anything that has to do with God, the devil, angel,
Right.
even if it's fake, I find it to be the most interesting thing in the world because it's a story that's created that's like this passage of time that everyone's kind of held sacredly, and even if it's fake, which I don't personally believe in it, and if you do, that's absolutely cool. I just think it's so fucking interesting. It's like everything kind of changes as time goes, but not too much. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I was into the movie. I didn't think I got out of it what a lot of people that we've seen get out of this movie.
Right.
Like, I'm not sitting there fucking punching my fist in the air thinking that was the greatest movie I've
no,
ever seen.
God, no.
I think it was worth watching. I
It's fun.
think
That was it.
I don't think I would have liked it in the theater. I think I enjoyed watching it the way I watched it at home.
Oh,
you
see,
know, on my
I think
TV.
I would have liked it in the theater. It would have been.
I may have been bored,
2 hours to kill, and
but
just eat some
I
popcorn.
definitely think Russell Crowe was a fucking like
He's good.
He was
in,
good.
Fat Russell Crowe has been good in everything he's been in. Nice
Yeah.
guys.
Fucking big fat Russell Priest Crowe on the Vespa drinking whiskey and just
What was that? What was that movie where he was the bad guy? With the girl honked the horn. And
oh, that was like last year or recent.
dude, that-
Yeah,
that
I
movie
remember
was
that
a
one.
5.
Yeah, where
And
he
he
just
was
like
big fat
she
Russell
fucking-
Crowe.
Yeah, he got all pissed off at her and started stalking her and doing shit. Yeah, that was a good one. No, don't do that. Wasting
else?
time.
What do we?
Anyway,
what,
but
what do
yeah,
we got
I
today?
enjoyed that movie. I would say Renfield and that one are both good movies. It sucks that these went almost immediately to video on demand.
Unhinged.
It's a bummer that all this happens, but I still got to watch it.
Everything's going streaming and,
Yeah.
and on demand super
Feels
quick
like it.
now.
I think
Because even big popular movies, you're getting it
Air
streaming like
Air's
quickly.
going to be streaming. I think next week.
next week. on the
Scream
12th.
6 is on Paramount, not Paramount Plus, but the Peacock.
But I
think,
still
or Paramount
love
Plus.
going to see the.
Trust me, I love doing
I mean,
it.
As
Trust
soon
me.
as Air hits streaming, I'm fucking.
Me too.
there.
Oh, I can't wait. I've
We'll watch
heard
it.
nothing but good things, and I'm very excited. So, all right. Okay. What else? What else did we watch?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
We saw Guardians of the Galaxy. You
Yes.
didn't see it because you're like 10 o'clock. That's like 4 seconds after a softball game.
Again, you guys always decide. you can't say like, "Hey, let's all go like Friday night, or let's all go Saturday after the show." You're like, "We have to see it on Thursday."
That's right. So we can talk about it during the show.
Yeah.
Why wait a week? People already seen it in a week. We got to talk. We see it on the weekend opens. Friday. Can you do Friday?
Some Fridays.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Like every other Friday.
Your fear of missing out on
I mean,
movies
I'm fast-
leads you to Thursday night screenings. which I
Fast
cannot
X will have to be on a Friday.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, we can do that one.
Fucking Fast X.
Right.
Why?
I'm going to the Cure the night before.
Oh.
So
Show me. If
you make it.
do that
make.
too.
You'll fucking slit your wrist before that,
no,
Because
I'm good.
what?
Nothing.
Okay.
like one of the first emo bands.
Show me. Anyways, I can sing that song all night.
No, please don't do that.
I'm not going to.
The Cure's fantastic.
Are you going alone?
He had to because he paid $900 in service fees.
Oh, you do listen to Eric's show.
Yeah.
No, I just know that was the big thing with the Cure
That's
because
huge.
did
Well,
you
it's
get
like
a
that with
refund?
everybody. Yes, I
Who are you
did.
going with?
Nice.
Don't worry about it. It's not a show topic. Let's
I'm
go.
sure-
Move
I'm
on.
curious.
Fast X.
Why can't you tell me?
Anyway.
Eric's flying down. He's going with Eric.
Yeah.
That's
They're
fine.
going to hold hands and eat popcorn.
I'm not going.
Anyway, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Eat pizza.
Who'd you go see that with?
I saw it with you. I saw it with the errands.
No.
Plural.
I think it's really weird. You won't tell me.
Why would it?
That's
Anyway.
gonna bother me.
Yeah, I know it's going to bother you.
Hey, who are you going with?
Anyway.
The name of the show's gonna be Who You Go With.
Who you going with? Yeah, that's a good one. Guardians of the Galaxy. What'd you think? Without giving away plot points for
Why can't we
this
give
guy
away? Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well then fuck it.
Fuck him.
Okay, so this one's gonna be heavy spoilers then.
Don't give a fuck about me. You go see it on Thursdays, let alone
Do you care?
talk away.
Okay, but do you care? Honestly,
I'll just jump on Facebook here.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I think the biggest takeaway is that it is the most consistent MCU. Fuck it, it's good. It's great.
It's so good.
It's like all 3 movies are excellent. You can watch all 3 movies without having to see the other 2 movies, and you're still going to have a great fucking time. James Gunn is clearly the superior director. He has stood the test of time. He got uncanceled, and he's just out here making fucking
Could you imagine they
bangers.
make this movie without him? Like
It
they
would've been
still kept that going,
bad.
and then some idiot comes in and fucks it up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fucking Gamora, badass. Nebula, badass. Fucking.
Everybody had their part
Yeah.
and did it well. They stopped making Drax a punchline. Like, there was parts where he was funny, there was parts where he was a punchline, but then there were other parts where he was beating the shit out of people and doing Drax shit. And that was great. Gamora, in the first movie, my biggest complaint about her character was, like, they kept hyping it up. You're the most feared woman in the galaxy. You're the best warrior in the galaxy. And she was pointless in every movie she's been in until this one. And I think Nebula's arc has been fantastic.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite characters.
Mine too, yeah.
Rocket, fucking, I just wanted
Dude,
to cry
I
the
did
entire
cry.
movie.
I cried like 3 times in that movie.
It was
fucking
so
great.
good. And
I didn't even care. I was sitting there wiping my tears. I was like, say something, Jordan. I fucking dare you. But you didn't. So thank you.
you're welcome.
That was just the fucking opening credits.
Right. Fucking soundtrack.
Yeah.
But
Soundtrack was fire.
The soundtrack was great.
Fucking
It was like a
Beastie
mix of
Boys.
like 70s, 80s, 90s. Like
Yeah.
they brought it 2000s. They had Florence and the Machine at the end. And it was like, oh, so good.
Ooh. I love that song.
Okay. You're going to cut a lot of that out, right?
No, he's not. He's gonna leave it in.
You're right.
Gonna
He's not
auto-tune
gonna
it.
cut anything. Right.
Yeah, he doesn't cut things. He just leaves them in.
Yeah. You think I got
But-
fucking time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that.
No. But yeah, I loved this was the first, I think, villain in the MCU that was straight just mean.
Yeah.
Like Thanos, you can kind of
I saw
see
that.
his point. You know,
Yeah.
all these other villains aren't really villains, but they're okay, but they're not as good. This guy was like, I'm just going to fucking experiment on everything. I'm going to fucking annihilate an entire planet full of sentient beings because I didn't think they were great. And then, like, he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
From start to finish. There was nothing redeeming about what he wanted to do. He was just an asshole.
He was fucking
And it
cool.
was perfect.
And he had a
that
weird
way.
face.
Yeah, looked like
was-
RoboCop, which
was
they mentioned, which made me laugh so fucking hard. You RoboCop face motherfucker, and it's like it's true. He had the metal bag head, he had the RoboCop face. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's hilarious.
Yeah, dude, that whole thing was just
That movie was
amazing.
far and away. I want to go see it again. Like,
Yeah, me
I,
too.
And I haven't done that in a long time. Where I want to go sit in a theater to watch something we've seen. Like, I'll just wait. I want to go experience that again because that was fun. That
Yeah.
was a fun movie.
It was and it's like really heartwarming. Like you get Rocket's
So
entire
good.
backstory and fucking
You feel
just
so bad for him.
you
Like,
you
oh.
know Quill's coming to terms with who he really is, and like he even and I think it's funny that he was like, it's my fault, like fucking Thanos.
Yeah, he's sitting in the elevator. He's like, did this, and this, and then I, lost my temper and almost ended the galaxy and blah blah blah. But whatever. And then she'd come back as a dick.
Yeah.
And Gamora's like, Nebby's like, well, left out some key parts, but essentially that's the gist of it. It's like she's so good. Like that the whole part, he balances like serious moments and comedy in a very good way. Where Quill, thinks he's talking to Gamora between his suits, and they're having this conversation like, look, if you gave me time to really show you what you're missing, I think you could be good, stuff like that. And then everyone's like, we can hear you, right? And he goes, wait, I thought I pushed the blue button. He's like, no, blue is for everybody. And then they did this whole bit where like all their suits have these colors, and then on their arm is this panel with all those colors, but like if you push green, you're not talking to the green suit, you're talking to the blue suit. But if you push yellow, you're talking to the red suit. And then they name it all off, and Drax is like, it's all easy, it's very intuitive. And you're like, it's the dumbest fucking concept ever.
It was funny.
And they're like, we can hear you. We were kind of hoping it would stop on its own. Like they're so mad that he's like bearing his soul to Gamora. Yeah. And they do such a good job with that because
They give Mantis
you're
an
not
arc.
gonna get. Oh, she's so good.
Yeah.
And then you're not gonna get the closure on the Gamora thing like most movies would have been fucking weak to do.
Yeah.
Like they would have just said, "Well, let's put them back together."
The only
no,
thing, and I wouldn't say like it's a problem yet,
kill
but
them off.
fucking old boy, Adam Warlock. I don't know what they're going to do with him. Is he the MCU's new fucking
I didn't hate him.
whipping boy? Like, is he a joke? I can't
think
tell.
because they did it right because he is an infant. He was hatched too early, whatever. I don't think this movie would have suffered one bit if you took him completely out of it.
Yeah, no.
Like,
that's what I'm
none
saying.
of it would change.
And
You just need to change who attacked Rocket at the beginning. After that, he's almost completely not needed.
Right.
And it's cool that he's there, but it's also, who cares?
Eventually, he becomes Magnus, and I just wondering if that's going to be
Well,
a plot point later on.
The biggest complaint on the internet that I've read is like, well, how come he didn't have the Infinity Gems? Well, the Infinity Stones and the gems are two different things. And why isn't it this? And I'm like, you fucking nerds. Just watch the movie and enjoy it. Stop being stupid.
I'm so glad I don't know what any of that is. But.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, he wasn't bad. The actor who played him, I thought it was fine. I think some of his parts were good. He's very comic relief in some cases. I don't think the big lead up to, like, you think at the end of part 2 he was going to be like the main focus. And honestly, again, cut him completely out, none of the story would have changed.
Yeah.
Not one. The High Evolutionary was the guy. That was perfect. He was perfect. Everything was great about it. And, like I said, I want to go back to the theater and watch this movie again. I want it to succeed. It's the first Marvel movie since Phase 4 started, like after Infinity War, that really made me think, okay, Marvel can get back on track again and still be fucking great. Spider-Man was okay. I still think Spider-Man had problems. Like, they just, they did a lot of shoehorning in, the old Spider-Man just to make you feel something. Because when you rewatch that on...
I love it.
Okay, so we watch it in the theater, you're waiting, you see, Spider-Man show up, there's a beat, and everyone's clapping and cheering. They knew that was going to happen, so they created that artificial pause.
Yeah.
When you watch it at home by yourself and you don't have that audience yelling and screaming, it feels so awkward. I'm like,
I've watched it at home. I thought it was
they
fine.
just they do that little beat, like, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm Spider-Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like they knew that they had that theater experience, but it doesn't carry over. I think this, like you said, is the most solid trilogy of the MCU.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Well, if you would have just
awesome.
cheered while you were watching it, then there wouldn't be that long
Don't laugh.
awkward pause.
Every
cheer.
single time.
Every
yeah!
cheer. Wesley, we got to cheer. Hold on.
So
Spider-Man's
what's
coming.
like, so it's like
Ric
this is
Flair
the
it up.
eighth. This is the 8th time you've watched it. You cheer every time.
Every time you just got to cheer.
It's like you have to. They pre-built it
There's
in.
silence.
Like at the bottom, it's just an applause. Beep, beep, beep. So I think this was solid. I enjoyed
Yeah,
every
definitely
second
go
of it.
out and see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 if you haven't already. Or if you're into that, or if you're not, don't do whatever. I don't care.
It's funny.
You're an adult.
Some weird shit in the movie.
Yeah,
Some really funny shit. Gamora's an asshole. She's shooting people constantly.
which is fun.
She walks into an office and shoots someone in the leg immediately. I'm like, and Quill's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And every now and then she's calling him Quinn.
Sounds like a Monday at my work.
There is an
Phoenix?
F-bomb dropped.
First F-bomb in the MCU.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get in the fucking car.
Get in the fucking car. I was like, okay, that works. Say shit a lot. It's the first time they said fuck.
So, and then we all watched Dungeons and Dragons. What'd you think, Scott?
Yeah, I was gonna say now Scott can talk.
I mean, I liked it. It's just like we were talking before, man. It's unfortunate that we may not get more of these.
No.
And
I agree 100%.
It kind of sucks, dude. The only problem that I had, like I said, I was building it up in my mind, man, that all these characters at some point we were going to break away, and it was going to be like fucking like Ready Player One, dude, where like there's a bunch of dudes sitting around a table playing Dungeons and Dragons, and this was like their alter ego characters, man. I was like,
like
that's
Jumanji, like this is like
kind
them
of, yes.
playing-
Or, Lego
like I kind of really wanted that in that movie to kind of
would've
give
been
it
funny.
like a true Dungeons and Dragons
like
feel,
the,
man.
like the end of the story. It's pulling out, pulling
they're all
out.
sitting
It
at a
turns out
table.
it's just a bunch of us sitting
Yeah.
at this table. Hold on, let me roll my dice.
Did you drink my Mountain Dew? Did you drink my Mountain Dew?
Yeah, maybe that could have been funny.
You have to roll a
I think
die 20
Because
for
it really
critical.
it really plays on the Dungeons and Dragons theme. Like
It
I mean, the
has a lot.
stories, like the language, like everything is very Dungeons and Dragons,
if
man.
you strip it down, it's just a fun fantasy movie.
Yeah, it
and
really
then it's
is.
got so much of the dialogue, like places, like you said, Baldur's Gate, and all those places that give the Dungeons and Dragons hardcore something to be like, holy shit, that was fun.
Yeah.
They mentioned that thing. Oh, look, there's a gelatinous cube. Oh, shit, all this fun stuff.
Which is crazy that it didn't do very well because there are tons of people that play Dungeons.
Well, it's always it came out between John Wick and Mario, and nobody saw it. And I
It
will.
came before John Wick, and it's just like,
did it?
Yeah, it was the week before John Wick 4, and then
That's
after
it.
that was Mario, and there's just like,
So,
it was not going to make any
I'm
money.
assuming, and I'm going to be honest with you, the trailers did not do it.
I
do
hated
it
the trailers.
any favors because the trailers were fucking hot trash. I was like, who's watching this?
Yeah.
The only reason I watched it was because I have heard so many people be like, "Hey, man, you're
I haven't
missing
heard
out."
any bad things about
No,
it. Yeah.
you're like you're missing out. And I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, this
It was fun.
is fucking awesome."
It blends comedy. It's got the fantasy shit. It's got action. Like
Pine
everybody's
is great
funny.
in it.
Chris Pine is a 10 out of. I think like Chris Pine at this point is now at that. It's almost like the Nicolas Cage bit where he's just doing shit to have fun.
Yeah.
He's not worrying about accolades and reviews and shit like that. And he's funny. Like he's really good in this movie. And they allude to this like he doesn't have any special skills. In fact, if anybody
they play off of it.
out of everybody in this movie, he
makes plans.
He makes the plans.
The one girl's like, she's like, "What do you do?"
I make plans.
I make
and
plans.
then
I
when
make
that plan
plans. I
isn't
take
in-
the TPS reports.
Right.
down.
Well, he's like, let's go back to plan C. What's plan C? Well, it's plan A. Well, then why didn't you call it plan A? Because it's like, we got to get away from it. We can't name it plan A. And it's just like, that's his whole thing. He plays the lute. Like, that's all he does.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Like, you kind of get where the stories end up going to be toward the end, but I think everybody was perfect in
And
this
Hugh
movie.
Grant, was good.
an asshole.
Yeah, he was fun.
I'm trying to think.
Which is apparently he is in real life, so it's all good.
Yeah, I've seen, like, when he was doing interviews for this fucking movie. Like, he just no one
And the
cares.
Oscars and stuff.
Oh, the Oscars was funny. But I don't remember the black dude's name, either in the movie or the actor, but I've seen him in other things.
Racist.
Yeah.
He was in Percy Jackson. That's
Was
all-
he?
Yeah. That's all I remember him from. Let me look. Yep. Dead silent.
That's when the audience screams right there.
Yeah, artificial. Yeah, please
Justice
clap.
Smith.
Guys, please clap.
Justice
No,
Smith.
not that guy. That guy I know. The one that came in, like everyone was talking. It's like,
Oh,
oh
the
no,
Paladin.
he's
The
great.
Paladin.
He's great. We love him. He's awesome. And then like Chris Pine didn't want to work with him. I like that bit where they're walking down the cave, and he's like, I heard that. I can hear that too. And he goes, I hate you. And then he's just smiling to himself.
His name
Like,
is Reggie Gene Page. I probably fucked that up.
you
but-
did.
Well, that was pretty.
Oh, then
pretty,
what is it?
Pretty positive.
Let me see. It's Reggie Jean Page.
There you go.
Reggie.
He was in
Samsonite.
he was in Bridgerton, the first season of Bridgerton.
And he was in The Gray Man.
Yes, he was. He was the guy pulling the strings for everybody.
And he was in Mortal Engines, which I haven't seen, but I want to because I read the book.
Yeah, don't watch the movie.
Don't tell me what to do.
It sucks. Anyway, watch the movie so we can never pick it for the show. Because I've seen it. So if you've seen it, we can't ever watch it.
I'll just watch it.
I'll just say I've seen it. I've seen it.
Right, I mean, it's the
Fucking
best
terrible.
movie
What's it
ever.
about?
It's fucking terrible.
What's it about, though?
It's about Reggie.
Don't. No.
Entire cities that are
Entire
mobile.
cities that are movable.
They just move.
They just move.
They just keep going.
They just keep going.
Yeah, it's,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
It's a
It's
shitty
exactly. It's shitty. It's a shitty
It's
movie.
not what it's about.
Guillermo del Toro.
That's
Yeah.
just the hook, but that's not what it's about.
But that's the important part of the
It's
movie.
very political.
Yeah, it's very political. It's a very political
Have a
movie.
small penis.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron's got a small penis.
Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons. I was very surprised by this movie. Like,
It's bulky, but I consider
super-
Carry On in that movie. Assholes.
Was it Ace Ventura?
Second one.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I do know that movie. I was. This movie frustrates me because this should have done better. And
Yeah,
it sucks that I was so close-minded about it based
Me
off the
too.
trailers.
Same.
And watching it now, I'm like, that was actually really,
It
really fun.
might gain enough steam
It won't.
on streaming to like maybe get another one. Because I
Maybe.
mean, it really sets it up for like this whole.
Because a lot of
series,
people
man.
like it.
That's what I'm saying. Is it might get a good like.
Maybe the
Good
studio will be
build-up
like,
on streaming.
fuck it, we'll just do another one for fun.
Well, they made the one before, and it was a shit movie.
Marlon Wayne's.
Yeah,
I
so
remember.
bad.
I seen it. It's not good. But
No.
that was like they got
The
sucked
Mortal
in.
Engines of Dungeons and Dragons movies.
They got like sucked into the game or something like that. That's what
So
I,
they Jumanji'd that one. Got it.
So
So
maybe
bad.
that's why they stayed away from
It's
it.
it's like the Black Knight.
Oh God.
Oh, I love
Mark-
Black Knight.
with
Martin
Martin
Lawrence.
That's a terrible.
It's horrible.
movie. God, you guys are weird.
Well, it's because it's a play off of Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Yeah.
I know what it's a playoff of.
Hey,
I'll
it's
just
like
watch-
that.
I'll just watch fucking
Never seen
our
it, picking up
best
from memory.
friend.
Yeah, who will never
fucking-
come on the show. He's gonna ghost you every time you
I
message
know.
him.
God damn, that was.
He's like, "You want to come on the show?" left on red.
He did. He left me on red.
He's still doing it. He's like, I don't want.
I'm not asking again. Only one ask.
So you want to know who directed this movie?
Who? Oh, yeah, I knew
The dude
that.
from Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
did know that.
dude, that's awesome. Good for you.
he's
Sorry
directed a
this
lot of
movie
stuff.
bombed in the theaters because,
gonna
like,
bring that up.
I think it made to produce this movie was like $150 million, and it made worldwide 173.
Oh,
So it made
cashed.
Yeah, but done.
All you
We
gotta
made
do is
20
make-
million.
Yeah.
No, but that doesn't production. It doesn't include advertising.
Was
Like
this
they
fucking-
fucking lost
What is
money
this,
on
fucking
this.
WNBA? You're like,
Yeah.
I can't live off $20 million.
Shout out to Brittany Griner.
Go back to Russia.
Jesus.
Serve your term.
God. Anyway,
So I came back.
so yes,
Dude, I
watch
was
Dungeons
dead.
and Dragons. It was good.
Yeah, watch Dungeons and Dragons.
It's so fun. Actually, out of all the movies we watched, I think that was the better. Of all
It was
of
the best one.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie.
even including the movie we're going to talk about.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I thought I was going to say not Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, Guardians is better.
All right, so let's get into
Yeah,
this.
let's get into your movie.
Hold on a second. Let me
please.
pull up
He's
the-
not ready for it.
I was. It went away because I was looking up Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Okay, so we watched the 2011 comedy movie. That
Was it funny?
Well,
Was it a comedy?
Was it a comedy? I don't know.
It was a gelatinous cube.
It says drama.
Wish.
It says drama comedy.
Be dead.
1 hour and 20 minutes. It's directed by Roman Polanski. We watched Carnage.
Following a verbal dispute, Zachary Cowan, age 11, and armed with a stick.
Armed?
Michael, what else could we say? Carrying, carrying a stick, all right?
Carrying, yeah.
Carrying a stick. The nest, right?
Nice couple.
Very. Yeah, Walter.
But he realizes that he disfigured his schoolmate.
My son did not disfigure your son.
Piece of shit. What does he call her again?
Doodle.
Yeah, right. Doodle.
Doodle!
Yeah, I call her Doodle. Sorry. Yeah?
Enough, Alan. Enough with the cell phone already. The here and now, God damn it.
The victim and the criminal are not the same.
I am glad our son kicked the shit out of your son, and I wiped my ass with your human rights.
Wow.
I believe in the god of carnage. The god whose rule has been unchallenged since time immemorial.
I got no patience for this touchy-feely bullshit. I'm a short-tempered son of a bitch.
Alan, do something.
Alan, do something!
Oh, shut your mouth.
Give a shit, Nancy, what are you?
There.
Shit.
Oh, my God.
Way to go!
This is what I think, Michael.
I think I'm gonna vomit again.
Freaking nightmare.
You better watch it. He's got me right on the edge.
What the hell are we doing here?
I hope you're kidding.
Oh, boy, did we have.
Starring Christoph Waltz,
Should have been called
Jodie
The Room.
Foster, John C. Reilly, and that chick from Titanic,
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Everybody gets a name but her.
You're from Titanic.
See that guy on TikTok, he's like yelling at his mom about like the movie Titanic. He's like, did you know that there was no Jack Dawson or Rose on the Titanic? And she's like, it's a movie. And he's like, I named my kids after it.
So stupid.
That's funny though. So we watched this, and everybody fucking jerks off about this movie.
Yeah.
You need to get out of these group chats or whatever you're
I'm not Check the
getting your
reviews.
movie
Check
choices
the
from.
reviews, even of regular people. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
It's
I like how he says to start that off. Look, I'm sorry.
Is this some kind of movie that was recommended by Tarantino?
no,
Okay.
but this movie,
That's a great movie, huh?
no.
Takes place in a room.
Yeah, okay,
And that's it.
just stick to
Just in a
to
row.
one thing.
Wait, do it as Macho Man.
Do it.
These motherfuckers in the room. Oh, yeah.
Well, it was
They
based-
never fucking leave the room.
They tried and they get
They
brought
tried
back in.
and they get brought back in with the coffee.
Coffee.
So it's based on a play, so clearly that's why it's in one space.
Yes, because they were confined.
Because they can only make the
Well,
one
it's just
fucking
like The
backdrop.
Whale. The Whale was only in his apartment because it was a fucking play. Or just like that movie with Denzel Washington where he's like, I'm black
I've
and
seen that
angry. And Fences.
Yes.
And what was the other one? There's plenty of examples. But anyways, so here's the positive thing I'll say about this film. This is a bunch of great actors acting the shit out of this movie. Like, their acting is fucking awesome. And then
and then that's it.
And then there's the movie.
And then the movie exists. It's okay.
This should have been a 5-minute movie.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, so
don't get me fucking started.
So your fucking
this
son
movie
just
is
smacked you with a stick?
This movie is
Cool,
about
dude, we
two
gotta
kids
go.
who get into a fight, and the parents are trying to talk it out. I don't even know what they were writing at the beginning.
It was like a contract, basically explaining the situation and kind of almost agreeing not to fucking sue each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
just like, hey, I acknowledge this happened. I acknowledge this. We both were on the same page, so we can move on with our lives. And then Jodie Foster's is a huge fucking cunt and can't let it go.
so
and this
annoying.
movie is... I hate this movie. I hated every second of this movie. No one is likable. I hate every one of these people. I wanted the movie to end with them in some kind of murder-suicide, because I thought, like, when you were like, I hated the ending, I was thinking, the purse came out, she had a gun, she gets up and shoots her fucking husband, shoots that bitch of a person, Jodie Foster, and her goddamn cobbler, and then shoots John C. Reilly as he's singing Mr. Cellophane, and then fucking end the entire movie. And it took 2 years doing this show to finally pick a movie where I cannot ever recommend ever watching this movie. It is the worst movie
I
I've
felt
ever
very
seen.
connected to fucking
Hated it.
Christoph's character, man, because he's just like,
I just wanted to get out of there,
he was
too.
like, really? Was it? You know, he's like being fucking sarcastic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
He was great.
This is the only guy I feel like I can connect
Yeah,
with, because
but-
I would want to get the fuck
He
out
didn't
of
even
this
wanna be
apartment,
there.
too.
But that's what I'm saying. I was just going to say, I connected with his character the most too, but I wouldn't have hung around that long.
No.
I would have got on the
You
elevator.
would have been gone.
I would have been like, okay, yeah, they did it. I don't give a
Who
fuck.
on? So they're arguing over these fucking kids, right? They finally make it to the hallway where they're at the elevator.
ready
The
to
doors
go.
open. The guy's like, "Listen, man," and they start arguing.
Like,
And
why?
then he's like, "Hey, just come back in for coffee." And they're
No.
like, "Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go back in for coffee." Who the fuck does that?
No one.
I would have been gone.
I'd have
I
been
would've
like, "Sorry, don't like
I
coffee.
don't like
I'm out."
Yeah, like I get Starbucks
Yeah.
on the way. I got phone calls to make
I
clear.
got shit to do, man.
Your cobbler's fucking disgusting.
I bet
then
it was good.
Then they decide to fucking drink, and then Kate Winslet pukes all over fucking everything.
Well, she
and
was
I'm like,
puking before they were
She
drinking.
took- yeah.
and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
I thought
Also,
the
Jodie Foster,
I thought the
so-
twist was she
Yeah.
was going to be pregnant, and that's why she was throwing up and like having morning sickness,
There
and
was
then
no
they would have been
twist.
fighting about their. And then it became like everyone's couples therapy, and I'm like, I just want this movie to end. I
There was one
hated
part
every
that I
second of it.
resonated with, where he's like, I was talking to this guy at work, and he's like, we're thinking about getting married and having a kid. And he's like, 30.
Don't do it.
He's like, I'm like, don't do it. What, you got maybe a couple good years left? Fuck that. And I'm like, that's literally me.
I was watching this with Parker like 2 feet from him, and he's like, "You
No,
fucking out."
just
they
looks
were-
over,
they
just
were
looks
gone.
over at him with a scowl on his face.
It's like I'm almost 40, and you two are under 3.
But
I
yeah,
hate every second of my life.
I don't know how anybody. I guess my problem is no one talks like this, so no one would ever engage in this conversation ever. Like,
It's
because
so
they,
weird.
They go back and forth. Like at some points they agree, and then all of a sudden Jodie Foster becomes a cunt.
well,
And
because
then
she
they
has
start-
to like.
Yeah, she exits.
She nitpicks.
Well, her
like we've
baby
we've
got
come to
hit with a
something.
stick.
Yeah, like she's fucking.
She's
I was
one of those
waiting.
helicopter parents.
I was waiting at one point for her to pull her shirt up and her kid to just be latched on her tit, dude. I was
Right?
like, Jesus Christ.
I'm still breastfeeding. He's 12.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, good God, man. I'm like, this is so fucking annoying because
she's
this movie
abusive.
should have been over 30 fucking minutes ago.
good thing
Well,
it was
because
only an hour and 20
she's
minutes
one
long.
of those. She was one of those people that didn't get the reaction she wanted.
Yes.
So
She's
she
me.
keeps pushing to get that
She's
reaction.
me.
She is you.
You know what?
And that's what
I'm
it is.
glad you said that.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is how you guys feel about me. Okay. Keep
Because if
going.
you don't get the reaction you want, you're going to push till you get either that reaction or you're going to be mad.
Hey,
that you
I've
didn't get
got
the reaction.
I got a thing here. After you left the group chat, you were like, "Boy, that backfired on me. I didn't get the reaction
the
I
reaction
wanted."
I wanted.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be a joke.
It wasn't funny. That's what I told
It
you.
was
That's why I
funny.
keep telling you, you're not funny.
You're not funny.
Listen,
But she's
listen,
like
Dan
that
Cook.
type.
Let's talk about the movie.
Where and she's sitting there going, okay, but is it? You know, she's the but is it type where
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so my son lost his teeth. Okay, well then bring it up. Well, you did. Let's drop it. Let's move on.
Do you want us to pay for half of it?
well,
The insurance will cover
do it.
Not a big deal. However,
we have
he's
them-
going to be disfigured for the rest of his life. Shut
Sh-
the fuck
But
up.
can he apologize? Okay. Well, can he do it tonight?
Yeah.
Sure. But I want his dad to be involved. He's like, I don't want to
Oh,
fucking be
I
here.
know, I know.
I
I'll
don't.
be in Washington tomorrow doing something more important than you. Is pretty
Yeah.
much what Christoph Waltz called it.
because here's the thing, like she doesn't like how they parent, and she's one of those. Well, if you're not parenting like me, you're a dick.
Yeah.
And then, like, I want you to force yourselves to also be accountable for your son's actions.
Yeah.
Even though he's a dick. And then they start calling their kid a snitch, even though their kid snitched on the other kid. And it's like, I want to fucking... I hated everybody in this movie.
I did think it was funny when he was like, so why did he hit him with a stick? And he's like, well, he wouldn't let him be in his gang. And I'm like, these are fucking white kids, man. He's like, I was in a gang when I was younger. And he's like, yeah, I was in a gang too. And I'm like, what is...
Like Ivanhoe.
Every fucking white group of kids consider themselves
these are
gangs?
the fucking Manhattan, New York
Maybe they
socialite
just
assholes.
mean like their clique or something like that. I don't
They
think.
call it a gang. It's New York in the 1940s.
Switchblades.
It's like Sharks and the Jets over here. It's like just so stupid.
Anyways, I agree with everything you guys are saying. I'm really sorry. I told you guys didn't have to watch it.
I know.
By the
this
way,
is the one time he actually physically said, I wouldn't blame you guys if you didn't watch this movie for this week. And I was like, no, I have to. I'm not going to be a dick about it. You picked a movie.
But then you pulled the covers back and you were like, oh, this fucking ending, dude. And when I got to the ending, before I fell asleep, and then I had to go back 10 minutes, I watched the ending. I'm like, you motherfuckers, dude.
Doesn't it?
Just the fucking kids just hanging out with each other in the fucking park after he fucking
with the
lashed him in
hamster that
face
John
with
C. Reilly
the fucking gerbil.
Fucking just gerbil. I can't touch those things. You know I can't touch those things.
You just let it out in the
You want a
fucking
Coke?
wild?
It's warm. It's like
what you said about Jodie Foster. I mean, Kate Winslet has a tiny hint of that when she starts complaining about that's animal abuse. It's fucking.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if anybody is probably the least annoying character, is probably Kate Winslet. Oddly
she throws
enough,
up all over that book.
Good for her. Fuck that book.
I don't know. I thought John C. Reilly's character.
Yeah,
he was,
John C.
he was
Reilly-
really trying to like kind of hold everybody together and
Yeah,
be
but
like
he's
the
one of
glue.
those.
Yeah, but he was like, you could tell like Jodie Foster's just like, you shut the fuck up.
Well,
He's
she
like,
starts
she's
hitting him.
abusive.
Yeah, she's
She
like,
starts-
okay.
Yeah, I would have just bam, like right in the face. She's hit me like that because I'm grabbing some whiskey. Oh, there would be a divorce. Like,
Well, we wanted a glass of whiskey too. Well, he's been asking if anyone wants it, and you bitches didn't fucking chime in until it was too late. Chime. I know. I was hoping you'd let it go, but you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. It's gonna
I'm
boil
just
over.
like Carnage.
You didn't let it go.
Chime, huh?
Chime, huh?
China, huh?
So,
It's first time talking.
did you mean?
Political activist over here.
Did you mean chime?
Oh, you mean like China? Like
China.
the atrocities in China? We're here living it up.
Yeah, where people are being murdered.
I bet you they have better chips in China. So, anyways, what'd you guys
we
give
have
it?
bombs.
What'd you give it, Scott?
Oh, I can't wait to. I think, can I guess your score?
You can.
0.
I will never give anything a 0.
Okay.
Yeah,
I probably will, but it's got to be really bad.
yeah. It's got to be.
I watched
super bad.
some
I don't
shit
think anything
movies
can
and-
get a 0 because there's 0.5 for effort.
Okay. What'd you give it?
You know,
0.5.
The
again,
one because they wasted film.
again, I understand what they were trying to do with this, and I can appreciate the acting, and it's fine.
The acting.
The movie
5.
is just fucking like I just wanted it to be over with because I was like,
Longest 100.
I'm like, all you
hour
have
and
to
19
do,
minutes of your life.
all you have to do is just say, listen, we're fucking leaving, and get in the elevator, and then you're driving home, man. The fucking movie's done. I'm gonna be generous, and I'm gonna give it a 2 because of that. Because I didn't think it was completely unwatchable. It was just there's a lot of things I really fucking hated about this movie.
So that's funny because I also am going to, and it's mostly for the acting and the fact that it was an hour and 19 minutes long.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't a 2-hour movie.
Could you imagine it being a 2-hour
dude,
movie?
I
I would have broke my
cut
television.
myself.
Yeah, the acting in it is like superb. Other than that, why did Roman Polanski want to make this? He's like, you know what? I can't be raping, so I got to make this terrible film.
Always be raping.
It's either rape.
ABR.
It's
Directors be raping.
It's raping or this.
I like rape. You listed rape twice.
We're not supposed to make those types of jokes, guys.
It's
Anyways,
a movie reference.
I know, yeah.
So what
okay.
makes you
So
director quality?
yeah,
No,
it's a 2. I would
rape.
never. Thank God I don't own it. I'll never watch it.
I thought you
again.
did.
No,
Because I was like, where am I going to find this movie? And then I found it.
terrible
and I watched
copy
it.
on soap. Yeah, no, that movie was. I'm sorry. If anybody follows along and watches, my bad. Won't happen again.
My bad.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oopsies.
Wah, wah. I gave it a 1.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not going to give it a 0 because
Pat.
people put some effort into it, and the acting, they legitimately made me hate every one of them,
Which was the point.
like everybody, and I hated them. But the problem is the story sucks.
Yeah.
Like I
just
don't
don't think anybody
I
would
don't
do
need
that.
I don't need an hour and a half of them arguing about the bullshit. And you're right. It's such a weird incident because
you're like, I would never do that.
I wouldn't. Hey,
I'd have been gone.
Right. I was going to say it's not that I don't think the story itself sucks because that is a topical situation.
Shit,
but
it happens.
No one in their history of being alive has ever done anything like that.
If this took place in the 80s, I can understand because you can't have a phone conversation maybe that would do this. You would have to go and meet somewhere and do this.
No, it would
this
have
was
to be
2011.
It would have to take place in a place where you were all fucking locked in and you couldn't get out. There was a fucking
Mental
open
institution.
door that you could have walked out of.
Right.
If you were sequestered into a room and you could not leave, I can understand this taking place. But you could fucking
all kill
leave.
each other.
There was plenty of windows they could have literally fucking dove out of.
Which is what I wanted to do.
I love that he keeps taking the phone calls and it's like
because he didn't want to be there.
Nobody did.
A, step out in the hallway, and 2, I love the part where he goes, "Oh, well, what kind of drug is that?" He goes, "I don't remember inviting you in this fucking conversation." And I'm sitting there going, I mean, A, you're doing this in their living room, and B, you're right. Stop eavesdropping, you motherfucker. Like, and then they bring in the phone calls from mom, and it's like, get off the drugs. And I'm just like, please stop this movie.
That was such a side.
It's such
thing.
it's so bad. I hate it every second of this. And I'm not blaming you for it.
It's all
Good on you. But it's funny because this movie was so bad, it took away from me complaining about Roman Polanski. Like, I'm not even going to complain about how much I think he's a fucking asshole. I'm going to complain about this movie being just incredibly bad.
Awesome.
So good for you.
What are you picking for next week?
So next week,
what 2-hour war epic do we have to watch now?
2 hours and 12 minutes
for my fucking plight.
I've seen.
Is it really
2 hours and 12 minutes? Sorry.
Yay.
Please, we just set whatever.
1936.
1812. Completely silent.
It's a silent 2-hour silent.
Can't
film.
get this anywhere. I have a reel to reel that we have
You're
to
supposed
all
to watch this in the
together.
dark, and it's a sensory film.
It's completely
You need-
silent.
You need you need props in order to fully enjoy it.
Here's the vinyl record to stick on your phonograph to get the soundtrack. No, this movie
Sync it up with the third lion roar.
Right.
Hey guys, Jordan here. I'm edgy when it comes to picking movies.
Everything's analog.
We're watching The Wizard of Oz, but
I'm gonna pick
but
this-
backwards and in
I
black.
own
the
a-
soundtrack.
There's a movie I own on here that's 7 hours long. I think I'm gonna pick that next time.
Do not do
I'll
that.
fucking punch you right in your fucking throat.
You've made that threat before, and I'm going to tell you again. I'll stab your ass. I punch out after 30 minutes. I'm going to fake 6
What
and
did
a
you guys
half
think of the
hours.
movie? That was fantastic. I watched all 7 hours of it.
What about that whole 45 minutes in the middle where it was silence and they just stared at the camera? Like, no, thank you.
You guys could break it up into like.
Why the fuck
What
would you buy a
days?
7-hour movie?
Yeah,
It's supposed to be incredible.
Yeah, between weeks, I sat there and watched an hour a night until we recorded.
So just in the direction you pointed to, is it The
how
Lobster?
big- I like The Lobster.
That's a good movie.
The 7-hour cut of The Lobster.
Half of it is just Phoebe Buffet telling
It's
him
gonna
about The
be
Lobster.
over there. I can't.
In which pile?
It's on. It's in the S's, and I think it's called like
Suck.
Some like it hot.
Santiago or something
Please
like that.
don't.
It's in the essays.
It's 13
I
discs
was
long.
I was way off.
No thanks. Anyway, to get back on track, we're gonna go with a movie from 2015, starring Tom Hardy, Emily Browning, Taron Egerton, who I didn't know was in this movie, and Christopher Eccleston.
He's good in everything.
He really is good, and that's what gives me a little hope. People are mixed on the reviews on this. You've heard not great things, but I have seen enough where I've really been wanting to watch this. It's a gangster movie from England. It's Legend.
Do you like being a gangster? London in the 1960s. Everyone had a story about the Krays. They were twins.
Do you think we look alike?
Reggie was a gangster prince of the East End. Ron Kray was a one-man mob.
Your brother is a violent, paranoid schizophrenic. What I'm trying to tell you is that he's off his rocker.
Wow, no.
It was time for the Krays to enter gangster legend.
London is going to be the Las Vegas of Europe. We need someone to front and someone to muscle. Salud, come to Philadelphia.
Is she a nice
Girl, we'll get it for you.
I prefer boys. Italians. Sometimes Greek, but I am not prejudiced.
You got some balls to admit that, kid.
Me and my brother, we're gonna rule London.
You could go straight.
Life isn't always the way we want it to be.
Things are getting completely out of control, and the American mafia may also be involved.
What exactly are you doing about it?
We're going after the craze. You won't mind if I fight back, will you?
Crime is a business. You don't want a war.
I do, actually.
Listen to yourself, you're nuts!
You hit me.
Yeah.
What is that? I come here for a proper shootout. A shootout, right? It's a shootout! Like a western.
Your brother, he's a loose cannon. We need you to do something about Ron.
I can't do that. He's my brother.
Tom Hanks? Or Tom fucking Tom Cruise?
Yep.
Tom
No,
Hanks.
it's the Tom
Hanks in Legend.
Anyway, so the quick thing is identical twin gangsters Ronald and Reginald Cray terrorized London during the 1960s. So, like I said, I've seen some clips from this. I wanted to watch something kind of different. I have been putting this off, so here we go. We're gonna watch Legend.
7.5 hours. This
Why?
movie is.
Christ.
It's 439 minutes long.
No.
The cover's not even selling me. It looks like somebody photocopied it.
Oh, fucking A. Greatest achievements in recent art house cinema.
Oh, Jesus, fuck that.
Fucking break
It's
it
called
right
San-
This is an
it's
Aaron
called
movie. I heard this was fantastic.
Tango.
We're gonna watch.
Santango.
We're gonna watch Santango.
So not only do you have to watch 7 hours of it,
It's a novel by Laszlo Krasnak.
It's
Apparently they acted out every fucking word. In that novel.
it's I think it's you have to read it.
A little pretentious, I would say.
Let's watch it for the show.
Jesus
How many discs
Christ.
is it? One.
It's like 75 in there. It's like back in the day when you used to get like the
Stop messing with it. Do not break it. That
like
was expensive.
Marvin Gaye CD.
There's 2 discs.
Oh, good. Does it say change over the disc this time?
Yeah.
It's gonna have
It's
to.
like the Titanic.
Like the
on
Titanic.
VHS.
I'm sure-
Put in tape 2.
I'm sure we could find it on Soap.
No,
doubt
they
it.
don't have the bandwidth to hold 439 minutes
If they have it,
I love that you
of a
if
1994 black and white movie.
if Soap has it, we'll watch it. I'm looking it up right
Fucking
now.
black and white, Hungarian.
That's right.
You're not hitting any good points right now. I want to come back next week and be like, dude, I watched your 7-hour movie.
It was phenomenal.
How do you spell it?
It was way better than Band Slam.
Santango.
Satan.
SAT
Satan. Tango.
Ugh,
and
so
Cash.
I filmed by Bellatar.
No matches.
Oh,
Yeah, fucking
Thank
got out of
God.
that one. I was really
Did you just
nervous.
fart?
No, it's a chair. I was really nervous when
Gross.
when I hit that freaking search bar. I was like, if it shows up here, I'm fucked.
breaking news when it feels like breaking.
Who died?
Beth Clark. Oh, yeah. I love the snack shows, but this one was particularly great. Thank you, Beth Clark. I know you won't hear this. This is not a snack show. We ate snacks. We'll tell you we ate them so you'll listen. Thank you so much for
love
actually
Beth.
saying something,
Thank
Beth.
you.
You're the best.
She posted, dude.
Beth
I
is
love
awesome.
Beth. She posted on May the 4th. She posted the picture of Kenobi, and she goes, "Only right answers to this." And I was the only one who got hello there.
Hello there.
Everyone else was like, "That's Jesus," or some. They were trying to do
So
shtick,
stupid.
and I was like, "Hello." Or no, she posted hello there, and she's like, "What's the line that follows?" And I'm like, "General Kenobi."
General Kenobi.
Yeah, which is the greatest fucking scene in movie history.
Thanks,
Anyways,
Beth. We
thank
love
you, Beth. All right. As always, please go to iTunes and rate us. I know I said at the beginning of the show, but I try to end cap it. And you can find all of the snacks we ate on our Instagram at Watch It Later Pod. Our Watch Later Pod. What?
I'm just watching you, and it's hilarious.
Okay. So Watch Later Pod on Instagram.
Good job.
For to find all the movies we watched and all the snacks we've eaten and all that good stuff. We'll have more giveaways soon, but I've just given away 2 movies and only like 4 of you have entered. So I know there's some new people coming over. We'll get some other stuff out there. I promise.
Yeah, if we could get everybody that listens to enter, I mean, we get at least 10 entries,
at least 160. And I would be okay with that. So, as always, we'll be back next week, and then we're gonna switch it up next month. Just know we're gonna have some theme months coming up. So
I already have 2 movies for next month.
You only
have
to
to
pick
choose
one.
I know, but I have to whittle it down because I found one and then I got sent one. So I'm like,
ooh,
which one
oh
do I wanna
yeah.
watch?
Well, I want to watch that one regardless.
Okay,
just so we can talk about it. But okay, so
I'm picking a 7-hour fucking
documentary about that movie.
No, that's like a 9-hour.
It's a documentary of them just filming them film that movie. Took 7 days.
So I'm Aaron.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Santiago.
No, you're not.
You're the Macho Man.
Whenever I tell my kid, like, hey, you're happy, he goes, I'm not happy. I'm Parker. I'm like, you are, kid. Anyways, big gulps, huh? See you later.